Welcome back, everybody, to the Playbook Podcast. I'm your host, Jaden. I mean, not Jaden. Jaden's on my right here. I'm Trey. Nick's out right now due to things that happened today. Some sad news. Um, so Nick, bro, hope you're doing good. We miss you tonight. I understand though. I'm not the kind of boss that the kind of person that likes to bash, people and then make and get all mad that they'll come on. The reason why I come on every single time because there's one platform I got for right now, and that's the reason why I come on every time. Speaking on that, first of all, before we get started on the podcast, I want to give honor is due to Darius Samuels, one of my good buddies growing up. I know Darius Samuels for about a decade. He first welcomed me, one of the first people I go to church and I'm a church guy, so is Jaden, and we when I was a little boy, getting my foot in the door to Jubilee, Darius was the first people to welcome me in as family. Him and of course Nick and those out there that welcomed me in and as family. So Darius was one of my good friends. He I got to visit him back in November. I kind of regret not going back to see him all the time or text him to hang out. So it's my fault too about that. But you know what? Memories will hold on forever. I was with him for a little bit in the youth group, and then he graduated. And Jaden's known him longer than me, obviously. So is Nick. And by the way, that was like Nick's childhood best friend. As far as I've known, I've seen from afar. I'm observant. But yeah, Darius, we love you, bro. Praying for your family, praying for your mom, your sister, and your wife. I know it's a tough time for them. Um, you know, he told me to always. When I saw him last time, he told me that I'll make it big in media. So everything I do from here on to until I get big in media, even after that, I'm doing it for Darius. Um, I'm gonna do it for him. No one else. Of course, Madeline and myself, but I'm gonna do it for Darius too. He will love to see me. He loves. He was actually he's one of our subscribers on this podcast. He watched us every time. So Darius, I'm doing it for you, buddy. Um, but I'm glad that you're in a better place and you're young but sad. But with that being said, do you want to add anything to it or
Um, yeah. Me and Darius were friends all throughout. When I was a kid, and we'd hang out a lot all the time, and we were really good friends. Uh, it's it's sad to hear and sad to see, but you know, we'll just hold on to the memories.
yeah. Yeah, I mean you know, it sucks, man. And this is why Nick's out too, so I don't want to get his business out there, but things happen and you know, I completely understand why he missed tonight. I didn't think I was gonna do a podcast tonight, but for me, I think what me and Darius connected a lot along with sports. I mean, he was a big Bulls fan. He was a Cowboys fan, of course, and I'm gonna do this podcast for him. This is for Darius. Every podcast from here on out is for Darius. Everything I do in media is for Darius. So Darius, we love you, buddy. We miss you. We miss you big time.
Mm-hmm.
So we're coming back to Darius towards the end of the podcast. Got a lot on the plate today. We had the NBA Finals. We had free agency going on. The NBA drafts tonight. That happened. Um, some Madden and 20 and college football 26 coming out. Talking about that for a little bit. So with that being said, The Oklahoma City Thunders won in 7 games against the Indiana Pacers. SGA had a triple 28 point per game. Halliburton got his Achilles torn. Sucks for that. Achilles, man, it's a tough thing to come back from. So, Jaden, what does this championship mean to SGA? Is he the best player in the NBA now, or is it the narrative still there about SGA?
Um, I think he's. I think it adds to his narrative and putting him towards the best player. I think it kind of boosted him a little bit. I mean, he performed well in the entire playoff season, and especially in this final series. Um, so I think I don't think I'd put him as the best just yet, but I think he's on a good road to getting there.
Yeah. For me, it's a toss up. I think he's the best player in the league right now. Behind, I think he's better than Jokic in my opinion. SGA not only did this is his third season averaging 30 points per game. The only one's ever done that was Michael Jordan. Kobe didn't do it. LeBron hasn't done it. But this is the only player in NBA history to average 30 points averages a game in his career, and he's only 28. And last year he finished in MVP voting, a second in MVP voting, and this year he won. This year had a perfect season. He had the Oscar Robertson reward, and then he has the MVP. He has the NBA Finals championship. He has the Finals MVP. So he has been the best player in the NBA. This guy literally had a perfect season. He literally did. And Jokic, don't get me wrong, Jokic averages 20 triple-double every single game. But, with that being said, he didn't do what he's not as valuable as Jamal Murray is to his team. So, in my opinion, he's the best player in the NBA right now. He's a baller. I find it so weird to me how he can put himself on the free throw line, and he makes separation off that. So, that's just what happened. Like this guy, I've never seen anybody like it. I've never seen a guy who has contemplated getting separation and be on the free throw line. So yeah, this is just insane to me how this is. I don't know. I think that's pretty insane to me. That separation, that bag he has.
Mm-hmm.
He's a deep bag. So yeah. So Jaden, what does this mean for an organization as a whole? And Travis, SGA is not suck, bro. Come on.
I mean, it definitely. I mean, it's been a little bit. Yeah. I mean, as a whole, I mean, it's definitely good for the organization. A championship is always good for your organization, but, I mean, they got the championship, and
yeah,
that's what I like to say.
Yeah, this is surreal to me because I never would have thought OKC would ever win a championship in my book. And I mean, no offense to the organization, but when KD and Russ left, I didn't think they had the guts to do it. I mean, because they're a young team. They're very young. I mean, they're probably the youngest since the 70s. And I forgot, I think it was the Blazers or something like that, or the Lakers. But this is the youngest team I've seen in my life. And they're basically all puppies. And they won. So yeah, that's what happened. And I find it weird to me that this is not one team's won back-to-back championships yet in 7 years. I mean, the last team that did that was the Warriors in 17 and 18. That was literally it. So I think the NBA is heading towards that direction. So right now the NBA is in a good. Even though Old has said that NBA is stupid and this and that and the other, Travis is not going soft at all, buddy. Stop it. It has not gone soft, Travis. You know, and I know it. The separation is key. I mean, his team is just this. I mean, we're not gonna be Charles Barkley on here and say the NBA is this and that. Because I like Chuck, but Chuck is sometimes needs to really get drug tested. Oh, see, Travis, OKC would have literally cooked the Knicks, the Heat, the Magic, and that white boy John Stockton. He would have cooked them, bro. He would have literally cooked them. So yeah, stop that, Travis. You know it. 90s basketball is just so baloney, bro. Sorry to tell you that. 90s basketball is baloney. It ain't physical, Travis. You know and I know it. With that being said, Jaden, you have anything to add about the organization?
No.
No. All right. So Halliburton torn his Achilles in that stupid game, and I hated it because I wanted the pitchers to win. But yeah, do you want to bring in how the against Austin Reeves didn't touch Austin Reeves? Who didn't touch Austin Reeves? Travis SGA would have cooked Stockton, bro. He would have literally tore him up. He would have been like, "Oh man, this guy's a wizard. He's literally using like I don't know what he's using." But yeah, that's some baloney stuff. Gilbert Arenas and he was dude. Gilbert Arenas was a good player, but dude, he's cooking Gilbert Arenas, bro. Anyways, Jaden, what does this mean for the Pacers as a whole? Can they go back to where they are today in next year, or in the NBA Finals, or is their season done next year?
Well, an Achilles is a hard injury to come back from. Especially to come back from 100%. It takes a while to come back to be 100%. So I guess it all really just depends. I mean, if he's real diligent, and I'm sure he will be in his recovery and his rehab, I think that they can get him back playing before the season starts. The next season starts, but I guess it just depends on how he lands. If he comes back and he lands on his feet good and starts playing good again, then yeah, I think they'll be okay. But I guess it just depends on how he recovers from this.
Yeah. Real quick before you get to that segment, Detroit Bad Boys is a fake physical basketball team, and they're fake. So yeah, but anyways, I agree with you, Jaden. I think I don't know, man. This is gonna be wide open big time next year, bro. Right now, probably the best team is probably the Cavs in the East next year.
Yeah,
because the Celtics are down. They lost. The Celtics might lose Jaylen Brown and Derek White. They lost Porzingis in the trade block. They lost Drew Holiday to the Portland Trailblazers. So this team, I mean, the East is wide open now. So, but I don't think they'll go back. I don't think they'll go back to where they are now, because Achilles injury is a really bad injury, man. I mean, the one person I've seen become good in Achilles injury is Kevin Durant. That's literally it. Well, Aaron Rodgers was terrible last year because he had Achilles injury. He rushed through it. Kobe Bryant retired, so I don't think they'll go back to back in the Eastern Conference Finals or even the championship at all because Halliburton's done. I mean, they have good depth, but Alex Neesmith cannot carry that team. He can't. There's no way he could have carried that team in my book. So, Jaden, if Halliburton didn't get hurt, what would have happened in Game 7 if he didn't get hurt? In your opinion?
Man, I don't know. He scored 7 points in 9 minutes, right? Something like that. Yeah. I mean, he came out hot. So I think if he didn't get hurt, I think they would have stood a better chance of winning that Game 7. I personally think they would have won it if he didn't get hurt. But
I agree with you, man. They would have literally cooked. Halliburton would have had 40 points. He would have had 10 and probably 9 assists, big time. And he would have been Finals MVP, and you destroyed every narrative about superstar stuff. Because that superstar. Here's the deal, Stephen A. Smith. I'm calling you out right now, buddy. I like you, Stephen A. But here's the deal. Halliburton's a superstar. He sells the arena out. He make his team better. Sure, he had some mishaps in the playoffs this year, especially in game. I think it was at game 4 or something like that. He had 0 points. But here's the deal: Halliburton is a superstar. He could have beaten this team, and he proved a lot this past postseason big time and in playoffs so far. So Stephen A. Bro, cut that narrative out of your head, buddy. Just cut it out. Anyways, and Travis said the Nets, Spurs, and Hornets will be a super team. Hornets may not be a super team at all. That team is like downhill big time. Spurs, it depends if they get Giannis or something happens with the Spurs. But other than that, they're kind of that's a maybe. Nets, I don't know anybody on the Nets because that's how bad they are. But anyways, we won't go any further. So Jaden, what would you rate the NBA Finals this season on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being the worst, 10 being the best.
Honestly, I mean, the finals were okay this year. I mean, yeah, I went to Game 7, but I feel like it just wasn't that entertaining. I mean, the games just the games were never really that close, and they were just back and forth. So I mean, I personally, I think I'm gonna give it like I'm gonna go with a solid 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I agree with you. 7 and 2 for me. Before we get more in the game, ABC and ESPN Disney, bring back Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy with Mike Breen. Please do it. Mike Breen was carrying that whole. He was carrying both of them. At one point, Mike Breen had to shut them out because they were just yapping a lot at RGA and Doris Burke. Doris Burke is a good sideline reporter, but she's a good commentator. She's alright and the best. I think it's her second year. I'm gonna give her a break. But either bring back Gundy or Jackson. Because RJ is just like he's just terrible in my book. And he's been on ESPN longer than he's been commentating the NBA since with Ian Eagle, I think. Yeah, with JJ Redick too. So, but go back to the finals now. I probably rated 7 or 8 because because it was a game. First game was a game. Game 1 was a good game. It was a good game overall. It was a great game. Halliburton had a buzzer beater for the win, and they won game 1. Okay, but Thunder, when there were so many blowouts, sometimes that you turn it off because it was so boring to watch now, especially with SGA on the free throw line because that was annoying. And he had the referees calling bluff stuff on the Pacers, and then there's like Jaden in game 4. There was literally a travel on SGA, and they didn't call a travel on SGA at all. The refereeing, the physicality was good, but the refereeing overall was terrible. But I'd probably give it 7 or 8. But it won 7 games, so hey, man. I mean, we could have. I mean, I don't know when we're talking about now after the NBA is over because we might just debate on here about Jordan LeBron cornering Nick Rankin and some baloney stuff that about me saying that it's a tie. By the way, Jordan, it's a tie in basketball. But yeah. So now the NBA free agency, Kevin Durant to the Rockets, big move on Sunday. So, Jaden, is this hitting a dent on his legacy? This is his 5th team, and who knows how many years, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that regardless, I think that this needs to be the team he retires from.
Yeah.
I don't think he should go to any other team. But as far as his legacy, he's bounced around so many teams, and there's not really much to show for it. But I think, I guess it all just depends. I mean, if this new team helps him play better, then yeah. But I don't know. I think that this needs to be it for him with this team.
Yeah. Here's the deal. Okay. I think this team is a legit contender in the West. Because of Ime Udoka as a coach. And here's the deal about Ime Udoka. Ime Udoka will hold you accountable. He don't care who you are. He will hold you accountable and push your buttons beyond limits. All right? Here's what I mean by that. Look at the 2022 Celtics and the playoff run they had. That team was locked in, and they didn't make any excuses. Ime was yelling at them on the sidelines. He was holding them accountable. He held JT and JB accountable. So, KD, you can't be a diva no more, buddy. Because Kevin Durant is arguably one of the greatest scorers of all time. But he said it on his tweet too. All he does is he goes play ball. He plays ball and then he goes home. That's all he does.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. In Houston, you cannot do that with Ime Udoka's team. You can't do it. You just can't do it. So KD, I agree with what Jaden said. All right. This is his last chance to win a championship and prove people wrong. This guy hasn't won a Finals MVP and MVP at the same time. That's all he has to do.
Mm-hmm.
And we can close the narrative of the whole narrative talk about he can't win without Steph or anything like that. So yeah, Travis, I agree with you. Probably they are better than the NBA Finals referees because the refs sucked. So also rumors have it the Celtics are looking trade Jaylen Brown and Derek White. What should happen in the Boston because they're going to lose a gap of the salary cap this season coming up. So what's going to happen with Boston next season, Jaden? Will they keep Jaylen Brown and Derek White or lose one, or what's going to happen with the Celtics?
Man, I don't know. All I know is that the Celtics need to stop, just shoot the ball less. Stop shooting threes.
Dude, I can't with that team, bro. I can't watch it. It's just so annoying. But I agree with you, man. About that part. I think JP needs to leave.
Yeah.
Boston, because people look at JP as Quentin. I'm eating again, bro. I'm hungry, bro. What do you want me to do? Stuff into my face? You want me to just leave and get cold or something like that? Like, man, it's gonna be all cold. So happened last time with Brahms, Quentin. I'm eating some fries, bro. See some fries. I ate my salad too. This is for Quentin, by the way. Look, guys, this is for Quentin. It's for you, Quentin. Let me know what you think, bro. But yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm overeating. Trying to prove a point to Quentin and Travis and Sister Rankin. I'm not eating a burger this time, Sister Rankin. If you're watching. So, I think that back to JB now. JB needs to lead his own team because he's looking at Jason. So right now, he's Jason Tatum's sidekick, basically. I know he wants to be number one option in the team, but he can't do it because he's Jason Tatum's. He's known as JT's sidekick, and he can't really do anything about it besides just play basketball and just hoop and all that stuff. But yeah, Derek White, I think he should stay. He's the best player. He's probably the best player on the bench in that team right now because Derek White, I mean, he's proved people wrong, bro. His story is awesome too. He's a defender. He can shoot threes too. We needed the most. So Derek White should stay. JB should leave. So yeah. Travis, Jason Tatum's not leaving the Celtics, bro. He's not. She's not gonna leave. They love JT, bro. You know, and I know it. Is there anything else you want to add to that, Jaden?
Yeah. I think that they need to figure something out.
Yeah,
Even if it's trading them or whatever,
yeah, I agree with you.
because they didn't get it done this season.
Yep. Plus, JT is out for the whole year, man. So they need something big time, bro.
Yeah.
So, question to use this. So Steve, so first take out this argument. So did Get Up. Is Kevin Durant a top 10 player of all time in your book, Jaden?
Personally, no. I don't think I have him far out of the top 10. I think maybe top 15 somewhere in there. But if we're talking about scoring, I'd put him in the top 10 scorer.
Aaron, I agree with you, Aaron. Aaron Simmons, my boy. I agree with you, man. Here's the
Yeah.
deal. Oh man, Stephen A. Smith is making me so mad, dude. Stephen A., I'm a big fan of you, buddy. So Kevin Durant went to a team that was 73-19, and he wins 2 chips, by the way, with Steph Curry on his team. You're telling me that guy's top 10 player of all time, guys? Really? That's what we're gonna do? Really? I have him top 15 the max. That's all I have him as, top 15. But this guy's not a top 10 player of all time. Here's the deal. This guy hasn't won anything without Steph Curry, basically. He can't lead a team at all. He's a freaking he's a freaking diva. All he does is hoop. He can't lead a team. He's not a real leader at all. He's literally soft. Okay, sure. Is his talent amazing? Absolutely. He's a two-way guard at 7 foot, bro. That's pretty impressive, by the way. I'll tell you that much. But Kevin Durant's not top 10 player of all time. Here's the deal. Everybody on the podcast, after this episode, go back to our top 10 players of all time in the bonus episode back in February or March, whenever it was. Nick Rickon breaks it down perfectly fine on the top 10 players of all time list. Because here's the deal. Kevin Durant went to a 73-19 because Draymond Green and Steph Curry begged them, please join me to beat LeBron. They were being a baby about it. Please join me, LeBron. Please join me. I can't beat them no more. They can't beat them. You know why? Because LeBron had that team on his back, bro. So Kevin Durant's not better than Hakeem. He ain't better than Larry Bird, than Shaq, Timmy D, Kobe, LeBron, Jordan, Magic, Kareem. He ain't in that category. He's not. He'll never will be in my book until he leads a team to a championship, and that's what's gonna happen. So yeah. Gosh, I'm sorry, but Stephen A, bro, you know I love you, bro, but dude, you know he's not a top 10 player of all time. He's not a top 10 player of all time. He's not. He ain't. He can't lead a team, bro. He cannot lead a team at all. He can't. He's never done anything without Steph Curry. Not one thing. Freaking baloney, bro. Gosh, I just can't, man. So here's the deal. In order for him to make me top 10 player of all time, he has to win a 3-peat in Houston to convince me that. Or even win 2 back-to-back. How about that? Back-to-back. And that's all you got to do is for me. That's all you got to do for me. Back-to-back in Houston. But anyways. I just can't, man. I just can't with that freaking nonsense, bro. That statement, that narrative. But anyways. Do you have anything to add to that, Jaden?
Yeah, no, nothing really. I mean, I agree with that. I don't know why they talk like that and say all that nonsense.
Yeah, I just can't, man. Okay. So question to you is this, bro. And this is another Katie question that makes me mad. Is Kevin Durant the greatest scorer ever in your book?
Greatest? No.
Yeah.
I don't have him as the greatest. I mean, like I said, if we're talking top 10, I And as far as scorers, I'd consider putting him top 10 in scorers, but um, I I wouldn't put him as the greatest ever.
Right. I agree with you, man. I agree with you big time. Here's the deal. I don't know why I want to do this. I'm gonna bring up LeBron because I have to do this about LeBron. Nick, this is for you, by the way, Nick. I'm gonna do this for you only because you're like LeBron James. So here's the deal: LeBron James is at 50% from field goal percentage his whole career. 3-point percentage 34.9. So if you look over here, okay, I'm looking. This is according to Basketball Reference. Okay, he's the only player in 2023-2024 season, by the way, a couple years ago, to make a 25 points per game average, 8.8 25 points per game, 8 assists, 50% from the field, and 40% in the three. The only NBA player to ever do that. Okay. So when he's 40 years old, okay. Since he turns 40 years old, he's averaging 51.5% from the field and 44.4% from the three. At the rim alone, in the mid range alone, driving to the bucket, he's averaging 85% in the mid range. By the way, in the paint, that's freaking impressive. At 6'9", 270, he averages 85% from the field in the paint. Okay, that's driving the basketball. By the way, he's the only player to average 25 points per game in every season, longest streak ever. Okay, now this is against people. This is against people like other players overall. So against Jordan, okay, he averaged a better career from the field percentage than Michael Jordan. Better threes percentage than Jordan was. Dominant free throws, LeBron James. So this is against Steph Curry and Kevin Durant combined. LeBron James is a 63% true shooting percentage with 65%. Combined Curry and Steph Curry, Kevin Durant and Steph Curry, they're 61%. Okay. So LeBron James, basically his whole career since turning 23, has never had a season never had a game with less than 10 points since 2003, I believe. Since 2003. Okay. So here's the deal. Okay. LeBron James has the most clutch time points ever in NBA history. Kevin Durant's not on that list. He's actually top 3 behind Kobe Bryant. All right. So LeBron James has 50,000 points combined in the NBA in the history of the NBA. All right. That's more than anybody, more than Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, Magic combined. Okay. So I just came with this narrative about Kevin Durant. KD's a top 5 scorer to me in my book. I think it's LeBron, Jordan, Kobe, KD, and then probably put in probably a prime choice or probably Tim Duncan. How about that? Tim Duncan. Okay. So look at this real quick. He's had 30 plus seasons combined. 760 games scoring 30 points per game in the regular and postseason combined. That's more than anybody in NBA history. Okay. He scores 29 points in nearly half of all his games, which is pretty insane. Okay. He's led every category. And there's only 2 places in except for LA, I believe, that he's an all-time leading scorer in Cleveland and also in Miami. So, like I said before, I think KD is the top 5 scorer in the history of the NBA. But LeBron James is the greatest scorer ever. He's the greatest scorer ever The greatest scorer ever, by the way. Better than Jordan, Kobe, and KD combined. LeBron James is 40 years old, probably playing better than ever before. Okay. And he's averaging 25 points per game for his whole life. According to Basketball Reference, by the way, let me look this up real quick to make sure this is right. LeBron James Basketball Reference. Okay. LeBron James, his career percentage from the overall in his career is 27 points per game at the dot. Okay. It went up. So how's KD better than this? How's he better than scored than LeBron James? He ain't. He's not better scored than Jordan. Is he better two-way? Here's the deal. KD is a good two-way guard. I mean, there's nobody I've seen in NBA history that's a 7-foot two-way guard. Never seen it in my life. But LeBron James he's just the greatest scorer ever, man. He's a GOAT. That's why he's a tie with me and Jordan. Okay? He's better than scorer than Jordan, better scorer than Kobe, better scorer than KD. KD's not the greatest scorer ever. He's not.
Mm-mm.
So is there anything you want to add to that, Nick? I mean, Jaden?
No, I mean, you said everything else I was thinking.
Yep. I mean, look at this, but look at this. Look at that. Look at this real quick. Okay. Across his entire, this is by winning clutch. This is by winning clutch too. And LeBron's entire career in the playoff pressure since his rookie season, nobody has made more game-tying go-ahead shots in the final 24 seconds of a playoff game. LeBron is 7 for 16, which is 44%, round up to 8. Okay. His NBA record of clutch points is 7 game-winning shots. By the way, in the postseason, by the way, he has 5 buzzer beaters in playoffs, by the way, the most ever in NBA history, okay? So then, this is fourth quarter dominance, 5 minutes within 5 points. This past season in 2024-2025, he had 2.7 points per game in the clutch scenarios, shooting 50% from the field, 40% from the 3, ranking him 11th in clutches and scoring this past season. Overall, in the fourth quarter excellence, ranked second in fourth quarter points, with 362. First in field goals made, and second in assists in 109 this season. Shooting 43% from the 3 in the fourth quarter, second best among players with 300 plus 40 quarter points. He led the NBA in fourth quarter 8.1 points per game and field goals made 3.0 this last season 2024, shooting 54%. Consistently, 4 points in assists. Top four in points and assists in 2021, 2022, 2022, 2023, 23, 24. Okay, tell me this is not close, by the way. All right. The game 7 block against Iguodala. Without that block, didn't win the chip. Kyrie don't hit that shot. Okay. In 2023, the layup in the playoffs against Dillon Brooks. Didn't win that series without that. All right. And early in Miami, by the way, in Miami, okay. Game 6, by the way, where Gray Allen saved his legacy, right? He had a 14-point surge in that game, by the way. So then here's the deal. Okay. Oh, man, I gotta make this. I gotta ignore these narratives, bro. I gotta ignore it. It's just so stupid. So he's ranked every category in clutch points, better than Jordan and better than Kobe combined. So how is he not the greatest scorer ever? How is he not? Consider that. For those that think he ain't the greatest scorer ever, you truly don't know basketball at all. You don't know basketball. You're just full of baloney. So LeBron James is the greatest scorer ever, better assist ever, better all-around player than Kevin Durant. KD is great, top 5 scorer ever, but he ain't better than LeBron as a scorer.
Yeah.
Carry on. That's all I gotta say about that.
Hmm.
Is there anything you want to add to that, Jaden?
Yeah. No, I don't know. A lot of people just, I don't know why the people would put Katie as the greatest scorer, but I mean,
Sure. I guess here's the deal. Katie's really good, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. Katie is really good. He's really good,
yeah,
but he ain't better score. He ain't better than LeBron as a scorer.
yeah, no,
He ain't. If LeBron wanted to, Jaden, he could have won every scoring title he had in his whole career. If he really
hmm,
wanted to, if he really really wanted to, he could have every scoring title in his career. But anyways, so Cooper Flag to the Mavs, first overall pick. What are we expected to see out of him in Dallas or his whole NBA career, Jaden?
um, I think he's gonna do great. I think he's gonna come out hot, and I think that, um, I think that he's gonna do well in the NBA. I mean, we've seen him play in, um, college, and he's a baller. So I'm excited
Yeah.
to see what he does for the Mavs.
Yeah, Travis. Kenny ain't top 10, buddy. He's not top 10. You know it, and I know it. He's not top 10, bro. He's not. Anyways, I agree with you, Jaden. I think he might be the best white player since Larry Bird. Because, I mean, that guy, I mean, Cooper Flag, bro. I don't know, man. McMillan, Travis, I'm not his also, bro. I mean, it's a fact, dude. Travis, Katie went to a 73-19, bro, to beat LeBron because Curry and Draymond Green begged him. Anyways, plus top of that, he blew a 3-1 lead against the Warriors in 16. By the way, people don't want to mention that. Anyways, back to that. Back to Matt. Back to Cooper Flag too. Cooper Flag has the potential as being the best prospect since LeBron James. In my opinion, I think he's better than prospect than Wembanyama. So yeah. You're telling me you don't want a free ring? Travis. Travis, bro. He didn't earn the ring, bro. He didn't earn it. I don't respect that ring at all. It's some baloney crap. LeBron would have had 3P, bro, without that stupid guy on his team. You know what? But we won't. But it's what it is. Yeah, I agree with you about that, Travis. He's the American Wembanyama for sure. He has the American flag on his back too. But yeah, I agree. I think that he will be top, probably also great one day. I mean, bro, at 18 years old, this guy went to the Olympics last year in the tryouts and the
Hmm.
Olympics against a college against NBA players. He almost won that game for them, bro.
Yeah.
It was cooking them. So now that's it for basketball. Good talk about basketball about Kevin Durant and that nonsense. So Jaden, so college football is coming out in a couple of weeks from now, I believe, 26.
Hmm.
And so the deep dive happened on Madden 26 and college football 26. Did you watch those, Jaden? Yes or no?
No, I haven't watched him yet.
Come on, bro. So, anyways, I'm
I
gonna
need
get my
to.
take. Yeah, you need to take it, bro. You need to take it. You need to take it. Yeah, Travis. I hope his type is good too, because man, Travis. I don't know, bro. Travis. So Madden 26. This is why. So Jaden. Madden 26. It looks different this year because here's why. So they're kind of using a little bit of angles now when you toss the ball up, like Mahomes and Allen do in the game, doing shovel passes and sidearms and stuff like that. So I think it'll be good this year. Same time though, I want to buy it, and it's not like it was in the deep dive. So I don't know, bro. I hope it's good. I might get it. I might wait a week when it comes out to see if it's good or not,
Yeah.
and then if it's good, I'll buy it. Okay. Okay. So college football 26 now is where I want to get to. So now they're adding in a lot of new actually coaches now instead of freaking NPCs, but actually. So I think the play will be a lot better. The gameplay will be a lot better in 2025. The dynasty mode is a lot better too. You can customize your coach, your appearances, and on top of that, they're also adding more stadium polls when you're on the road, so that'll be good too. Um, so yeah, I
Yeah,
enjoy. I Go ahead.
I was gonna say I did see one thing on College Football 26 that they're making I guess making it a little easier for you to intercept the ball. I don't know if you saw that or not.
I think I did see that.
That if it's like a obvious interception, then I guess it's gonna like be easier to intercept the ball or something like that. But the thing about these games, and you know, I think it's like the same idea as the 2K games. They always, you know, they push them out to be better than the last game because that's how they
Yeah,
do it. I mean, they tell you all these new things that they're gonna do and say that the game's gonna be better, and it's really not that much different. Like the 2K games, really the only thing that ever changes is the shot meter and the storyline.
yeah, I can see that
And
a little bit.
I mean, I know they change a few things, but um, so I mean, the College Football 26 looks like it's going to be better than 25. I don't know about Madden 26. Madden games have been the same for the past few years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Madden. Listen, the graphics were good.
yeah,
I give Madden that, but I don't know why. Since Madden 17, you can no longer throw the ball deep enough now without getting interception. So yeah, I think that I don't know why they added that feature in Madden where you can just be like freaking on steroids and jump high as heck.
yeah.
So yeah, I just think I think it's stupid.
It's because it's safe.
Um, I don't know why they do that. Like you can longer do it no more. Like when I was a kid, bro, if you're not in Madden, bro, that was a game to play. It
Mm-hmm.
was. And with NBA 2K, I hate the shot meter in 20. I hate the shot meter in 25, bro. I hate the shot meter, bro. I hate it.
Yeah,
I hate the. Oh, Trey, you have to press LT and lead your receiver way ahead. Okay, that makes sense. Bet I'm gonna use that now. Thank you, bro. Thanks for the tip. Because it was stupid. I can't do it no more, bro. I don't know why they changed. I don't know why I changed that feature. But bro, the shot meter in 25 sucks, dude. In
it's
2K
bad.
25, it sucks, dude. I can't figure it out. I can't. I tried changing it a few times. I just can't do it, bro. I cannot figure it out, bro. I can't do it. Like, dude, I one time I was wide open for a shot, and because I play my NBA eras, I do that. Okay, so I don't know why the shot meter went from like from the floor to that stupid shot meter where it goes like a whole freaking arrow up. So Ronnie 2K, make it better, please, bro. Make a whole revamp of 2K when I was a kid. Please do it. Please do it, Ronnie. Anyways, but yeah. So Jaden, I know this game. I know we supposed to talk about this last week, but so Ready or Not is coming out next week actually. No, July 14th actually. My bad, July 14th.
Mm-hmm.
So Ready or Not is this new shooting game is coming out from PC to consoles.
Yeah.
Basically you're like the SWAT team or the FBI team or CIA. So what do you think about this game, Jaden? I don't know if you saw the trailer yet or some clips, but what's your thoughts about this game coming out?
Yeah, I've seen the trailer on that one, and I think it looks like it might be really cool. The only thing about these trailers is just that same thing with the Madden and the college football trailers. They can hype up the game so much, and then you actually get in the game, and it's not that great. So
Yeah.
I hope the trailer is as good as the game is, but you won't be able to tell until you actually see the game. But I'm excited to at least try it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy it, bro. I saw the gameplay on PC.
Yeah.
Bro, it looks a lot. It looks better than COD, bro.
Yeah.
Like it looks better than Rainbow Six too, bro. And top of this, in this game, you can team up with each other too, and make a whole team out of it. So, and top of that, it's actually real life. It's actually real life situations too, like real life situations that happen around the world, with like in the robbery, shooting somebody with the with what's it called with the gun on them, on the victim, stuff like that. So, I can't wait for that game to come out. So, Jaden, so I'm watching Yellowstone, okay? Yellowstone with Kevin Costner and stuff like that. So, if Yellowstone out there, good show. Um, John Dutton is the goat. He's that guy that's like that killer instinct thing and that killer instinct silently. So it's a cowboy show, okay? So Jaden, I never thought I'd ask this question to you in my life or anybody I've ever know. Should I consider buying boots, bro?
Why do you want boots?
I just want to try it out because people tell me for years, Trey, buy some boots, bro. Buy some boots. Pastor said it to me one time. I think you said it to me one time. My mom has too. So should I buy boots, Jaden? Yes or no?
Yeah. I mean, boots are nice. I like wearing boots. But
Okay, what's the hype around the boots though? What's the hype about it?
I mean, I really feel like I can't tell you until you like wear boots for yourself. It honestly.
What do you feel?
What do you mean?
Like, how do you feel when you wear boots?
I just like I don't know. Like I don't even know if I could like explain it. Maybe Travis can help me because I know he wears boots a lot.
Travis,
But
what do you think, bro?
like when you put on boots, like I don't know, it's just yeah, you can dress boots like almost any way you want to.
Okay.
And once you break them in, they get they're really comfortable.
Okay.
But
Should I wear a cowboy hat too, or what? While you're at it?
I'd start with the boots. Start with the boots first.
Okay, I'll start with boots first. I'll start with boots.
Honestly, I like wearing boots.
So where should I buy some from? Where should I buy it from? Where do you buy yours from? Cavender's?
There's Cavender's. Cavender's is good. There's here we have a Boot Barn. That one's on Swansea. But they're both good places.
This guy, like the Anthony Davis of shoes. Dude, that's actually crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try it out. Send me so if those out there that have my number, I'll comment some boots that I can actually look up. So let me know what boots I should get first. Is it same? Can I use the same shoe size I wear, or is it a different size for me?
It's sometimes people are different. You just have to try them. You could try your same size. Sometimes people have to.
Okay,
But
I'm gonna try it out.
I wouldn't go drop like $500 on a pair of boots though. I'd get you a
Like a nice pair.
like you can get you a nice pair for like $200, but I wouldn't go drop $500 on a pair of boots and then you end up not liking them. So
All right, I'm gonna try it out, bro. God help me, bro. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I hope it's worth it.
yeah.
Anyways, so I'm gonna try it out. Jenny, have you seen Yellowstone? Don't have you seen Yellowstone?
No.
Travis, have you seen the Yellowstone? Travis, or anybody out there? If y'all do, let me know what you think about the show. Travis, what do you think about Yellowstone, bro? What do you think about it? About the show? Is it good? Do you think it's good? I'm watching it too. I'm on season 2, bro. Okay, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna check it out, Travis. I'm gonna check it out. So, anyways, Jaden, what's the greatest draft in NBA history?
Gotta go 2003.
2003. Why?
Well, when LeBron was drafted, but no, I had it. So in 2003, there was LeBron James, D Wade, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Bosh. Um, let's see who else you have on here. But I mean, just them guys alone. I mean,
Yeah.
it's when LeBron James was drafted, so it's a good year.
Yeah.
Without that draft, LeBron wouldn't be the GOAT.
The GOAT, man. The GOAT, man. It's a tie for me still. Yeah. Anyways, for me it's 2003 too because the talent was really good. I think the argument can give to you is 96 with Kobe and AI and Steve Nash.
Yeah,
But this draft you have Chris Bosh, Kendrick Perkins, you have D Wade, Melo. So yeah. Anthony Bennett, bro, and Lamar Odom, dude, come on, bro. Come on, Travis. That's some baloney crap. That's some baloney. Back to the Yellowstone real quick. Okay. Jaden. No, one day I'm gonna own a ranch. I'm gonna own a ranch, bro.
yeah.
So anybody out there has a ranch, bro, let me work in there for a little bit and I can get some experience in. So Nick, if you're watching this podcast, bro, let me work at the ranch, bro. I might have an asthma attack, but you know what? I'm gonna be a man, suck it up. I'm gonna be a man, bro, suck it up, bro. So I might get you know, I want to work in a ranch one day. With doing sports media, be the cowboy in media, bro. The cowboy in media, bro. It's freaking funny. Anyways, so back to Darius now. So Jaden, what's your favorite memories of Darius Samuels?
Honestly, the best times that I had is when I would go over to his house to hang out. We would hang out at his house a lot, and like I slept over at his house when I was a kid a lot. And we went fishing, and he even helped me build the bike one time. I remember that.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. But I think that's my favorite memories is just going over to his house and hanging out. I feel like that's where we got the closest in our friendship.
Yeah. So it's crazy because my cousin and him used to live in the same complex apartment. On Saving by the Bell, Crossing that Bell by Emerald High. Usually lived there with my cousin. Jonah usually lived there too. My cousin Jonah.
Yeah.
So we used to hang out with him all the time growing up. Me and Jonah used to hang out with him a lot. Because Jonah used to go to church with us. So but yeah, I think for me personally though, it's probably man, that guy's messing around with me, bro. Like kind of pick on me a little bit. That's what he did to everybody though. That's how he showed love to you, toughen you up.
Yeah.
So he did that to me a lot. He used to try to squeeze my hand. Teach me how to fight, basically. Teach me how to be tough.
Yeah.
He taught me a lot. I think also that, and also probably that one's probably my biggest ones, and probably during probably playing football with him, playing football at Youth
Yeah.
Retreat, and it was me and him, and against some kids, and I mean we were cooking this team, bro. There's some kids, bro, in football,
Yeah.
cooking them. So he always called me Odell Beckham Jr., bro, because I remember that one hand catch I did, bro. He went ecstatic about it, bro. He went crazy about it.
Yeah.
So that's one of my favorite memories of Darius and I playing football with each other, playing sports. That guy was a heck of an athlete, bro. I mean, he can dunk. He was fast. I mean, my dad, one time I'll never get this story one time. So remember we did the softball a couple years ago?
Mm-hmm.
So one time, my dad has bad knees too, bro. But so I guess we're throwing the football around, and Darius had an arm too. He had an arm in
Oh,
football.
yeah.
He had an arm, bro.
I remember that.
And he threw a ball so far. My dad ran first. Like, man, that guy could have played. My dad told him he could play in the NFL. My dad almost collapsed too, bro. He almost died, bro. His knees almost busted up. But he had his dad. My dad, he said that was probably that arm. That guy had an arm too.
Yeah, he did.
But he worked with my dad for a little bit, and he said that my dad said that he was a hard worker. He always worked hard at Saltgrass because he busted his butt. He worked so hard. He
Mhm.
worked hard in his job. He's a fisherman too. He served his country for a little bit. So Darius, those out there have memories about Darius. I don't know if you're on the podcast. I don't know if Nick's watching it, but Darius is one of my best friends. To me, bro, I never met anybody tougher than Darius. Never have to this day. Never met anybody tougher than him. He was a fighter. I mean, I remember this guy coming in church with like a freaking cast on his wrist because of his bike, and he was tough, bro. He stuck it up like a man.
Yeah.
Thinking about it, he always rode his bike on over there by John Stiff Park in Amarillo by Amarillo High.
Yeah.
But you know what? He was a heck of an athlete, bro. He was so good as an athlete. I know he played football in Amarillo High and Tascosa, even Bonham too. But praying for his family, those around him. Nick, hope you're doing good, bro. I know he's one of your best friends, but yeah, man. So those out there, praying for of course, his sister, his wife, and his mom, and his cousins too. I know all his cousins with Ronnie to Caleb, Kenzie. Praying for y'all, even his wife and his sister again, his mom. Praying for them, and those that around him got touched by him, We had a good heart too, good heart for people.
Yeah.
So, anyways, on Monday we'll be back on Monday with a regular episode. So on Monday, guys, bonus episode for y'all. We didn't talk about it tonight due to things that happened with Nick, but we will be doing an episode of a ring culture of what LeBron said on his podcast. So talk about that next on Monday. So that'll be the whole episode, as far as I know. But yeah, those out there, have a good night. Subscribe, comment, pray for Darius and his family, and Jaden and I will hit you up next time. And remember this giveaway at the end of July. And yeah, peace out, guys.